James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, and I'm playing a fingerstyle version of Hey Jude by the Beatles. Now I really love this fingerstyle version of the song. It comes with a free tab. You can get that at the student area of my website. It's completely free to join, just takes a name and an email address. There's a link in the video and there's a link in the video description, and if you're watching this at LGIL, you'll see the tab directly below. Okay, so we are going to get stuck into this. I'm going to take you through part at a time. I am going to just reiterate, it is going to make a little bit more sense to you if you do have the tab in front of you, because I'm going to be repeating bars. I'll show you what I mean by that when we get into it. Let's get started. As mentioned, this is fingerstyle guitar, and I use an approach where I assign each digit to a string. It's based on a classical guitar approach. The thumb plays the top three strings, or the bass notes, so that's the E, A and the D string. The index finger plays the G string, the middle finger plays the B, and the ring finger plays the E. Okay, I label the strings EADGBE, Eddie A, Dynamite, Goodbye, Eddie. That's the notes of the strings. So let's look at the beginning of this, and I'll play it slowly. So we're starting on fret 3 on the B string. Okay, fret 1, fret 2, fret 3. We're here, B string, 5th string down. I like to use my ring finger on my fretting hand to do this, and it's basically based around a full folk G that you might know, the 4-fingered G. So it's basically, if you don't know that, it's your G chord with this finger moved up. Okay, so we're going to start with that. You could keep the G chord held down if you wanted to, but I just like to keep that finger where it is, and then bring the 3rd fret on. And then you need to lift up the ring finger and pinch the E and the B string. So a pinch means pulling 2 strings at the same time, in this particular case using my thumb and my middle finger on my picking hand. So we've got then thumb on open D, thumb on G, thumb on open D. Carrying on, thumb on the thickest string, open on the B, 3rd fret on the B, the note that we started the song with, and then open on the thinner string. So that second half of bar 2 is putting it all together. Okay, hopefully you've got that. Let's move on to the next bar. So the next bar, we only need to fret 1 note, and that is the 2nd fret on the G string. It's based on a D chord, but you don't need a whole D, so I'm not really bothering putting the chords above because of that reason. So with this 2nd fret on the G string held down with the index finger, we're going to pinch the D open string and that 2nd fret that we're holding down, that's thumb and index. Then we're going to play the thumb on the open D, then the index by itself on the 2, and then the thumb on the open D. And then finishing off that bar, it's the 2 again on the index, then middle finger on the open B string. And the rhythm there is 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. A lot of this song is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but that one's a bit more broken up. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. Good. So that's bar 3 done. Let's put that all together so far. Good. Let's move on to bar 4, or the last bar on the first line. So this one is mildly based around a D7 chord, okay, but we don't use the thinner string on the 2nd fret. So what I'd like you to do is fret out fret 1 on the B string and fret 2 on the G string, like so. We also are going to use the pinky finger on fret 3 on the thinnest string, so just make sure you've got that ready. So moving into that bar, we're going to be pinching the D string and the B string, then index finger on the G, which we're holding down on fret 2. Then pinky finger playing that 3, then index finger back on the 2. Okay, so that's that half of the bar. Carrying on, open on D, then the 3 again, on the thinner string, then 2 with the middle finger. You can lift up the chord here and then 3 on the B string. So and that ending is so D, 3, 2, 3 on the B string. Okay, good. Very good. So let's move on to the next line. So we're back to our 3rd fret on the thickest string. This song is in G, so it makes sense that we play that G note a lot, 3rd fret there. We're going to pinch the top and bottom string with a 3 and a 0. With the little finger, we're going to play fret 3 on the B string, then quickly to fret 1 on the B string. And we do need to play it fast. It's like this. Now you can, if you want, put both of these fingers down and flick the little finger off to get that. But I prefer to pick it. I actually originally wrote it with a flick off, but I removed it. Then open on the B string. Good, and then open on the G. So that half of the bar is... And then carrying on, thumb on the thickest, playing the 3, open on the D, open on the G, and fret 3 on the B. So that bar again is... Okay, great. Moving on to the next bar. So this bar, I did a lot of focus practice on this. Okay, it's a little bit more challenging, so bear with me while I get that ready for you. So what we're looking for is getting our flick offs going with this particular one, excuse me. So we're going to go 3rd fret on the A string, making a C note here, and we're going to pinch the A and the E string, and then play the E separately afterwards, so like that. Da-da. Then thumb on the A to play the 3 again. Then play the open E again, then finding fret 5 with the little finger on the thinnest string. So we've got... Then we're going to find fret 3 with our middle finger on our fretting hand on the thinnest string, and the index finger is going to be on fret 2. And we're going to play the 3 and then flick the middle finger away to go from a 3 to a 2. That's why you'll see a P above the note, because it's saying it's a flick off. So I'm not picking it, I'm flicking it. And in the middle of that, we're going to do an open G string, and then we're going to do another flick off on 3 with the middle finger, but this time to a 0. So it's... Okay, work on that, because it's probably the most challenging bar in the song. Okay, good. We're then going to move to bar 7. We've got these 2 3s, similar to how we started the song. So 3rd fret on the thickest string, 3rd fret on the B string. We're going to pull those 2 together, so pinch them. Then thumb on D, open on G, thumb on D. We do that a lot in the song as fill. And then we're going to pinch the thumb on the thickest string, holding down our 3 and the open G. Then 2nd fret on the G string, then open on B, open on E. So I'll do that bar again. Okay, good. Carrying on into the last bar of the 2nd line. Okay, leave that ring finger where it is on fret 3. So keep that economy of movement going with your fingers as you make that change. So that ring finger's been hanging around on fret 3. Then we're going to put it back and play it. Then 2nd fret on the G string. Then open D. Then 3rd fret on the B string. 1st fret on the B string. Open on the B string. finally. And then we're about to repeat, and we've done a verse, so well done. So here, what I'm doing on this is I'm finding out fret 4 to play this F sharp on the D string. I'm playing that with the thumb, then open G string, then I'm letting go off the 4th fret, open D, and open G. So it's the same picking pattern, but I'm fretting fret 4, letting go, then 3rd fret on the thickest string, and then we're going to play the 3 to set up back to repeating the verse, okay? So that's how we repeat the verse. Now on the music, you'll see that in bar 9, just above it is a number 1 with a little part, a sort of arch going over the top, okay? This is called an alternate ending. What it means is that we play that bar the first time we play the song, first time we play the verse. We're about to repeat now back to bar 2, okay? So then when we come and play everything through, the second time, we miss out the one that says 1 above it and instead go to number 2. Otherwise, we're going to get stuck in this perpetual loop of just doing verses. We need to move on with the song, okay? So they're called alternate endings if you don't know about those. The repeat symbol is the 2 dots that you can see that's at the end of bar 9 and also at the beginning of bar 2. So the way that it repeats, back to bar 2, and I'll play through. So this is the second time. Now I'm going to go to bracketed 2. Now bracketed 2 is very similar to bracketed 1. The only difference is there's a little bit more fill in there. So it's fret 4 on the D string, open on G, open on D, open on G, 3rd fret on the thickest string, open on G, B, G. And then we're into the pre-chorus. And anytime you feel all that part, okay? So that's your verses. Well done so far. Let's move on to the next part. So this is bar 11. Okay, so we're finding fret 3 on the D string. Use the ring finger for that. Play that note, then play the string below it as an open, and then little finger find fret 3 on the thinner string, then open on the thinner string. Then move that ring up to fret 3 on the thickest string. That's going to be a theme with the song. And I put in a lovely big pinch here. So thumb on the thickest string, open on the G, B and E string and pinch it. And if you can, roll it where you do that rather than like that. But I think it sounds really nice to roll on that. And at the end there, we've got 2 3s on the B string, then 1st fret. So that bar again. Good. Moving into bar 12. Okay, so fret 3 on the A string, and we're pinching that note that we need, the bass note with the thinner string, open G, then 3rd fret on the thinnest, then open on the thinnest. Then 2nd fret on the A string with the middle finger, open G, 3rd fret on the thinnest, and then 1st fret on the B, as you can see there, okay? So okay, from the beginning of the pre-chorus. Okay, good. Moving on to line 4 or bar 13. We've got an open A string, open G, 3rd fret on the thinnest, and then open on the thinnest. Then 3rd fret on the thickest string, 3rd fret on the B string, using your pinky finger with the ring staying there preferably. Then 1st fret on the B, and then 3rd fret on the B. So in many ways, you don't need to lift up this index. You just put pinky down, lift it up, then put the pinky back. You don't need to be lifting this up as you do that. Good, so bar 13. Okay, so from the beginning of the pre-chorus again. Good, moving into 14. We're finding an F sharp bass note for the first time in this song. So that's fret 2 on the thickest string. We're going to play that with our thumb and then play the open D string, then open E, pinky on duties again on fret 3 on the B string. Good. Then thickest string again on that fret 2, don't let go of it, open D again. Then this time fret 1 on the B string, then open on the B string. Okay, good. So once again, I'll take it from the beginning of the pre-chorus. Good, and finally into bar 15. So we're finding our fret 3, our home position on the thickest string with the ring finger, and we're going to play that, and then we're going to play fret 2 on the G string, so we need to stretch down a bit with that middle finger, and we're going to flick it away. Now, sometimes I pick it, sometimes I flick it. It just depends how I'm feeling. I suggest that you do a pull-off there because it's quite a reasonably easy thing to do with that particular technique. So you pick the thickest string, play the 2, with the middle finger, drag it away to make it into a 0, then open D, and then the remainder of that bar is thickest string, G, B, G, all open strings. Good, and one last time, back to that pre-chorus to knit all that together. Good. So from here, 16, 17, 18, 19, and most of 20 are a direct repeat of what we did with the pre-chorus. So starting at 11 again, essentially. So we've done this already. It's different words, obviously, if you can remember the song. The only difference there in 20 is rather than open strings, we've got this 3rd fret on the B string right at the end of that first page. So there you go, you can see that they are they're similar, aren't they? You know, well, in fact, they're identical, apart from that bar 20. And then we've got this little lead in 21. Which, you know, very famous, you can hear it really clearly, can't you? So it's 1st fret on the thinnest string, doing a pinch on the G, B, and that thinnest string. And then playing the 1 by itself on the ring finger. Then fret 2 with a D string as a pinch. Then fret 3 on the thinnest. Then fret 5 on the thinnest string. So it's... And then fret 3 on the B string, fret 5 on the G string, and fret 5 on the thinner string, and strumming that, or pinching it. So that's with the D string included, so we've got 0, 5, 3, 5. So putting that all together. Okay, now from here, what you can do to make it like the song is go back to a verse. That's actually what happens in the song, not in my performance at the beginning of the video, just to save a bit of time, but you can do this around again and play the whole thing through until you get to the pre-chorus. So when we're doing the pre-chorus, we've got this again, and you play this through, repeat it. And then this, you can do this again. And then you're into your outro. So as you know in the song, it goes on endlessly, endlessly and endlessly. And I remember when they did the I think it was played and McCartney did it on the 2012 Olympics. And I just remember the choruses going on infinitely. I think there was about 20 of them at the end. So I've already put a repeat of ×4, but you can do as many as you want. That's fine by me, I don't mind. But I think 4 is more than enough. So this section, we do need to learn this because it's a very integral part of the song. So this is bar 23. So let's look at the first bar here. So we've got 3rd fret on the thickest string, and we have got the open G string, pinching those two. Then thumb on open D, index on open G. So that sort of fill thing that I talked about. Then we're going to pinch again, but this time with the B string, so thickest string. Then open D, then 3rd fret on the B, then open D. So we've got, and let the melody be your guide. Da, na, na. Okay, next, we're going to move to a bar chord on fret 3. So we're all the way up here with our bar. We only need to bar the bottom 5 strings with our index finger, so bring that thumb nicely round the back to press down. We're going to play fret 5 with the ring finger, and we're going to pinch this 3 that the bar chord's holding down and the 5 that the ring finger's holding down, like so. And you're going to play that 5 and flick it away so that it rings into the bar chord that's holding down 3. And then you're going to put it back and play the 5 again. And then let go with the ring and pinch the A and the E string. And then do 2 solitary bass notes to keep the rhythm going. We're going to repeat that again. This is bar 25. And then the last part of that, we're going to hold down fret 5 on the B string to do this E note. Pinch the A and the B string for the hey. Then you're going to move that ring finger down to fret 3 on the B string and bring the middle onto the 3rd fret on the thickest string, just like the beginning of the song, and pinch the E, G and B string. And then doing that fill of D, G, D, thumb on thickest, D, G, D, and then repeating. Bar chord. And then you do that as many times as you want. And the ending, we just take out the fill. And we do it again. And then finishing on the 3 and 3 with the open G string as a pinch. Okay? So I really hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, and you've got to the end of the video, well done you. Please give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for supporting my lessons. Keep on playing.